Hello, everybody. Uh, Today I wanted to go over the game from last night. You know what? Is that the way that Indians scout cavalry is all the time? Did I just not realize it's like just a dude on a basic horse? Maybe that's obviously only in Dark Age. That's cool. I never realized. I wanted to look. This was our arena game. We had Glack over here, pretty bushes, and myself was a pocket, Stonewall Goth pocket. Okay, never mind, he was out the same way. I just never paid attention to them all being like that. Or maybe that's the mods for this current thing or something. Who knows? But we got all of our Britons. We still have 6 on food as Britons. Thought you only needed 5. Anyway, I was trying to look at my build, and then I wanted to start looking at Goths or what happened on the other side, because I know what happened on my side last night, but I don't know at all what happened on the other side of the map pretty much. So it's pretty much like a new game for me looking at it, other than I know the final result. But then I had, so let's see, 3 on wood. Where's TC time? Okay, we're all killing it. 2 seconds each. I guess everyone is pretty much on top of it. And scouting wise, I basically only was here for a long time. Got a house started, but I'm going to try to get that boar in time for this. So fresh with that idle eco time jumping up 11%. What were you doing over there, buddy? Anyway, got my boar in. Started to get houses. What is this person supposed to be going and doing? Okay, going out there too. Alright, so overall not bad. My scout is just chilling. Probably could be doing more things. I think I do start to push deer in. And I'm gonna start a house over here away from the deer, so I don't have a hard time pushing. Start it just to be timed right for this boar coming in, hopefully. Ooh, I got 2 shots on it. And I believe this was a bit dicey. Not the cleanest boar lore. But finishing that guy, get him going. And then so TC time is still doing good. Villager time is alright. Start to push in some deer. And I feel like when I had that person start chopping, I should have just sent them probably just to go make a lumber camp. I'm sure I had the wood at this point. Oh, is that how this is going to be now? I'm wondering if that's going to come across in the recording or not. This is like tearing a bit. Okay, so I got my other boar. I got some deer coming in. These guys are doing fine. These guys are doing fine. Idle TC time is good. Maybe I could have had one more here over on berries because I only had 3. So maybe one of these guys could have been up there. I got some people taking that. I got a couple on deer and a couple on deer there. Overall, good Good idle times from our whole team though, and their whole team, to be honest. The other team is not doing very badly either. And we get some deer there. That was well timed. So now these guys, what should they have been doing? Maybe a couple more up to here. I got 4 there. I got 8 on wood. And I clicked up. Okay, so I clicked up at 24 Vils. 25 pop. I'm not sure if that's optimal or not. And then now I got idle TC time. So I'm making a barracks. I'm trying to get ready for trying to get the rest of my food. I got 3 on gold to get me to 200. And maybe I should have sent these guys up here to food right away, because I think that I had a little bit of time. Oh, and the other deer. There you go. That's what I needed. That's probably what I should have had over there faster. If I could have had these guys getting the deer started. Because, okay, I got 5 up there. Because I think that I'm close with my food. I have a lot of wood, but those will be stable and blacksmith. I feel like I should have maybe gone stable and market. Then I could have for sure sold to get there, but I was thinking that I'd want the blacksmith so I could get my armor for my scouts right away, but I don't even think I did that, so it kind of was a pointless move. And I waited till I clicked up to castle to even make any scouts. And here I was 50 food short, and then that just put me over. So now I clicked up. And then it was a matter of setting farms down. But I wonder when even I got my blacksmith, I wonder when even my first blacksmith tech came in, because I feel like it probably wasn't even for a while. The rest of it's trying to get eco and whatnot going. And I get a market. Okay. I think I realized that I wanted to adjust some. We got food coming, and I know I wanted to get scouts out. So we knew we were playing Lithuanians and wanted to watch them. But you guys were playing against Japanese. Oh, destroyed that wall. And Teutons. So, how is that going? Fresh has got archery range. Stonewall has got his market. No military buildings yet. Oh, so he's full boom for Goths. Let's see, idle TC time has been substantial for Goths. And Fresh, not too bad. Clack with the 22nd, that's it. You guys are calling out all the relic positions. And I think I started having my scouts be out there looking for stuff too. Maybe I should have rushed up my monastery. From here on out, I'm sure that this will get rougher. But at least I think I got through my 2 castle age fast enough. I'm trying to get my food eco going. And let's see. Okay, so Japanese adds instant second TC. I guess maybe a lot of people do that too. Maybe I should have. I don't know if I had the wood or not, but. And here I follow him in. Yay! Go be annoying, people! Kill his scout. I start running around. Alrighty. Anyway, so we got archer production going. We got goth's second TC and farms going down because you'll need. Oh, wait, third TC. Sorry, you need food eco going because you're trying to get to what, Imperial as fast as you can, or just as many farms as you can. And you're low on everything, so you're making vills, making vills, making vills. You got tons queued. Oh, I guess 6 queued up. Being annoying here. Any other battling really going on? Yellow and red. That's our own people. Fresh has got a second TC coming and keeping his thing busy. Got crossbow. Alright. Crossbow's coming. Crossbow's in. And you're going against Japanese who also have decent archers and good towers. And Toons is, I'm surprised that they are not, okay. Oh, they're just adding, they're just in Castle Age now, okay. Or clicking up. I was wondering why they didn't have more TCs yet. Alright, we got 1 kill over there. And you're going for monastery. Do you have your blacksmith? Yep. You got your upgrades? Yep. And you got, okay, so you're just guarding that relic. That's what it is. I was wondering why they were just standing there. Oh, then you can't really do too much to his walls yet since you're right next. On the other side of the map, we did have castle going up for blue and pushing into Clack's territory. We can see that he did have petards lined up. Oh, and they took it out. He did have a good push. He just, I guess, had no eco behind it. So how are we doing on Vil counts? Fresh doing great, 42. Yellow. Goth's doing great, 49. And they're pressuring, and he got enough houses up to house wall. And whatever wall. There's Old Man Monk going. And Gray, 51 Vils, doing very well, is also just very content. Do they even have any military buildings down? Barracks, okay, archery range, but not any units. So they're content. And Fresh has not really put on any pressure. I guess we can go a little bit faster. But they are letting the Goths boom, which is always a dangerous thing. You got 1 relic for you. Vils queued up, Vils queued up, Vils queued up. Let's take a look at your idle TC time. We're having 3 TCs, 6 minutes is not too bad, I would say. Oh, and he adds a 4th. Does he? Okay, so he's producing Vils like a madman also. Everyone on this side is just making Vils. Resource-wise, Fresh. Got a lot of wood and gold, but you're making more, you realize that, and you're making more archery ranges, which is what you should do. Nice. And you're getting your food eco going, but you should probably also be transitioning to adding in military buildings, I would think. Since it's pretty far into Castle Age, and theoretically you could have some pressure now. Castle on the edge. Seems fine. And more archery ranges is perfect. Houses to go with it. And here comes, okay, you're doing the same thing. So you're on it. You realize that you need military buildings because that eco looks good. You're going to just start getting tons of food. You have 14 Vils queued up. I think that you could do fine. Now, do you have all of your... Okay, the heavy plow just came in. All right, as I'm talking about it. You got your eco upgrades. You should be close to rolling. How many farms is this? 36. Yeah, especially if you get to 50 when you're on your way to imp. You probably don't need 16 vills queued up, but it's more a matter of, okay, so and you're choosing to make spearmen, which is maybe because we were talking about Lithuanians a lot. So we've been fighting a lot between I had camels fighting knights and trying to avoid archers over here and a castle over here. So maybe you were making those to prep and send over here. Yep, so there you go. So you're helping out. I was wondering why you're deciding to make those, so that makes sense. House is out. More farms. Exactly what you need. Up to 40. You're going to have 24. And resources wise, you're starting to float a lot of gold, but you're probably thinking that you're going to click up to imp soon, I would imagine. And blue is feeling bad about himself. Gray is very passive for at being at 100 vills. So here's I guess the tip is that Gray got to 100 vills before the booming goth player, which is kind of interesting. Maybe that's what adding a 4th TC will get you, since you do have so many queued up, but you don't really have a ton of wood, but he's floating all sorts of. Look at all of Gray's resources. Now Gray, he does have the eco upgrades. I'm just kind of looking at that because it's kind of interesting to see that he did a great job booming. He's at 46 farms. Blue built a forward castle to help support. We got our camel ball, and then you're getting your bombards, which is perfect. Those bombard cannons are the best. I love bombard cannons. I never get to them, but they're fantastic. And you've got a nice ball of archers. So you're at 70 vills, which seems pretty good. Well, I would say based on this, Gray's getting to imp and has 120 vills compared to the rest of his team. Gray is champ. That is pretty good. Oh look, Stonewall, your guys definitely did help. Look at that. Look at that. Now you don't have any blacksmith upgrades for them, which doesn't help. But overall, it was worthwhile to have them. I didn't even realize those knights were there. Okay, sorry. And we have got our first engagement. So, your ball of archers has definitely taken out these elite skirms. And you don't know that he's about to be into... You see all of his garrisoned and you retreat wisely. Now what do you see fresh? Okay, so you see one castle and all those ranges. A nice ball of 53. Alright, 53 archers is pretty solid. You got most of your upgrade, just missing the second padded armor, but what can you do? Goss is all the way, okay, and you're making a TC out there. And how many barracks do you have? Raw. Here's where you are floating all that wood. You need to be queuing up a lot more barracks. Okay, and there they are. And you're starting to spam. Now you do have Hiscarls versus Samurai eventually, and that will not go well for you. That is, I would say, one of their specialties. We'll see how this fight goes. You start to run away from it. Oh, that's an interesting dynamic because those Huskarls will shred all these skirms, but you do not want to fight these samurai. That is look how fast you go down. That is a losing battle. All those guys went down not because of the castle, well, especially their elite samurai now. Those elite samurai just killed your, 12 or whatever Huskarls like that. Look how much HP they lost. There's two guys who are damaged. So, yeah, you have to be super careful. If your best option probably would be champs or whatever the Goths champs are, but you cannot take on Huskarls against elite samurai. They have huge bonus damage against those. So you press it in, maybe thinking that Fresh's army will help clean up, but let's see. It is not great. Yeah, that's that's a tough battle. You don't really have mobility either, because you know those samurai are fast. So you're not going to outrun them very well, at least. Maybe his Skarls are a little bit faster. If you're trying to think that you could maybe go around and attack. Man, I hate this Terran. It's awful. And an aggressive castle amidst the battle. You're forcing him to come forward and fight at least. Skarls do get mixed in, probably to try to help take out all these skirms, which is great. You just have to hit them and run. Or get into his eco. Oh, he's opened up the gates! Sorry, that's just always my favorite part. Meanwhile, you got good Ville production on the backside still. Same with you, Fresh. You're at 90. That's awesome. And it seems like you are targeting those samurai, which is great. He is running out, which will only help your goth spam even more. And that castle, man, is close. What a daring castle. And you got this Ville. Oh no. Oh, I randomly sent some guys over here. Well, I'm glad that they could do something. I guess that was actually well timed. And he got it up. Oh, and he instantly cues some trebs. Nice job. And he sends out some vills. So he's maybe a misclick. Maybe we're coming this way. And we've got the Teutonic Knights. Yeah, you know what? For Goth Spam, you guys really had the worst two civs to fight against. Because Huskarls, okay, you did switch over to champs. Or longswords. But Huskarls will shred or get shred by Samurai and Teutonic Knights too. So it was just a bad army comp against you. It's not like you were playing against. Although you are forcing Japanese not to go archer, so you've got that going for you. And he just decided not to. Meanwhile, Fresh's ball of archers is at 45 with 45 queued. Wow, is that right? Yes. I think that you could afford another range, Fresh. Okay, they're coming. 45 queued is crazy. And here comes the two-handed swords. And is that the champion? Alright, and champion came in. So you got that switch. And I do think that that switch was a great idea that will help you overall against Teutonic Knights better than Huskarls and whatnot will. Because you'll be fighting the trash and the samurai a lot better. I know it's not really fair because he doesn't. And also, more the fact of you can make those a lot faster than he can make his samurai. So even if it's a 1-for-1 or he slightly wins between champs and samurai, you're going to win overall. He's got that coming. And it's a good push. Now they are trying to protect these golds. And he's trying to make some paladin out of here. Or cavalier. And you guys are just saying, I don't care. You're just going to run in under castles, take out trebs, and tank everything. Which is honestly what you should do for goth spam, probably. Now, I'm just surprised. Did they quit already? Oh, okay. Yeah, he quit already. As soon as you broke through, I don't know how long after you broke through that you quit, but that you didn't just move kind of into his eco. But you don't really have a good raiding unit, I know, so it's been pretty solid fighting. Yeah, the only thing is, fresh, you probably could have, and you guys, when you're watching a replay, can see your resources used, but you probably could have made more archer ranges faster. You could delete like half of your queue, make 4 more earlier, and then queue up those same amount. You'll just pump them out faster. But overall, really nice push. I think that goth tech switch was super important into champion, because that was not going to work. And I kind of remembered you guys saying something about it last time, but I'm not sure. And then it was just all downhill from there. Meanwhile, we had a good push out here too. See, look, I forget. I can try to look on the replay later and see how many stables, but I know I added more stables faster later. Like, I didn't even hardly make it to Imperial. Tried to prioritize that. Meanwhile, I could have done probably a better job of making some bills. But overall, nicely done. I think that's the end of the video. Let's look at stats really quick. Gray did do a really good job. I mean, he just had a ton of economy and he was pumping out a ton of trash. I wonder if he did. I kind of want to go back to the map really quick. Did he run out of gold? Is that why he stopped making samurai so much? Otherwise, also you took out his castles, so you know that doesn't help. But no, he had 6,000. He just couldn't keep production enough to fight very well. And then he was trying to make scrims, but you guys just had a better army comp, I think. And he also really got very little support from this guy. I mean, he got like the forward castles and whatnot, but as far as army goes, this guy had like a few cavalier, but nothing ever to sustain against your guys' 107 and 115 vil production. It just wasn't even close. But yeah, you guys just had a nice strong push. I love to see that you got to imp before somebody else got to castle age. Nice job on the buildings. Food collected. Most resources was gray, but not far behind was the goth spam, so nicely done. And you got the food and wood high, which is nice. Uh-oh. Military, who else was positive? So we were all positive, and that's great. That's good trades. Army high is not so bad. Tons of people from you. What you would expect. Technology, good times. I was super happy with my castle time. That's probably my best one I've ever done. And just lots of villagers. I probably should have made another TC. But it didn't happen. And I slowly increased my military. Same with fresh. And then you see that jump up at the end there. Really starting there, but as soon as you cut into everybody else. Alrighty. Well, I don't have fancy Capture Age Pro like some people to see the other meaningless stats. But I do miss the highlighting people and seeing how many kills they each got, because that is a pretty fun stat, I think. Alrighty, well, have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you later.